What is up, everybody? It's me, Duke Farley, back at it again here on Lost at Sea. And tonight, I am joined by another contestant going into Ascendance Live Season 4. You may have seen him before. He was in Season 1, and oftentimes in next seasons after has been referred to as getting Michael Davis out of the game. I'm with Michael. What is up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. Hopefully, we're here for better circumstances this time. Yeah, I love that I'm a term. That's great. I don't love why I'm a term, but I love that I'm a term. That's cool.
Well, let's rewrite the wrongs. Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
you really didn't do anything wrong in that situation, but
No.
we will see. It has been referred to multiple times through the seasons that followed yours, but new vibes, new vibes.
Absolutely.
So, Michael, my first question for you is: if you were to go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh gosh. I don't even like. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to just like. I don't know. I think Australia would be cool. There's a lot of like fun animals there, that I think would be fun to see and to visit. Like obviously, like there's zoos and stuff that like you can go visit the kangaroos there, but that's not the same as like some of this like adventures you could have actually like where they're from. So maybe Australia. Yeah,
Yeah, Australia is definitely in my top five for sure.
for sure.
You mentioned kangaroos. I think that's a great.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people think about that when they think Australia. Michael, you have one superpower that you can take with you into the Ascendance Live Season 4 house. What are you taking in there, and how are you going to use it for you?
Oh gosh. So I feel like in a normal day, I would say like teleportation, but I think in Ascendance, I think invisibility would be best because then you can uh walk around the house, hear conversations and stuff and not be noticed. I think that invisibility would probably be best because then if your name's being said, you can figure it out without people knowing they're saying it in front of you. So yeah, I'd say invisibility.
Yes, I think that would be a very good superpower to have in a season of Ascendance. Kind of be a fly on the wall there.
Absolutely.
Um, what is something, obviously we're in a duo season. You're going
Mhm.
into this with a partner. What
Yeah.
is something that you bring to your partnership that maybe your partner does not? And what's something that your partner brings to the duo that maybe you don't have?
So I obviously have played Ascendance. I also played the mini, so I've been around town with Ascendance a little bit. So I know more of the ins and outs of Ascendance than my partner does. But my partner definitely has he's got a better reputation in games and he has a better like record, I want to say, in games. So I think a lot of the strategy wise, he definitely is better than me at strategy. But a lot of like the little nuances that Ascendance has, like powers and stuff like that, and some of the competitions, I can prepare us better for. So I think overall that kind of comes together as like a great duo. So
Yeah. Um, Shit hits the fan this season, and you have the opportunity to turn on your partner, Eric.
yeah,
Are you doing that?
probably if I have to, I probably will. I feel like at the end of the day, like Ascendance is a very important game to me. It it was kind of the org that like switched me over from like kids play orgs, honestly. Like it was my first like serious org that I played. I really had a good time despite not being in it a very long time. And then it was also my first live game. It's just Ascendance means a lot to me. And if turning on Eric means that I'm able to further my game, I probably will. I don't know a lot of the time how I end up playing. I don't know if I will get the opportunity to, or if I ever feel like it would be in my best interest to. But if his name is being brought out and me not voting him is going to be a big detriment to my game, then I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I think just because of how important Ascendance is to me and how I want to be able to thrive here, if that means I have to cut him, I will. Hopefully, we can at least make jury together. That's kind of what we've talked about is we want to at least like get to the jury phase, help each other get to that phase, and then kind of see what happens. Obviously, if I get to sit in the end with him, that would be ideal. But if I have to cut him along the way, I will. Um, but I don't necessarily see that ever being a part of what would be good for my game. But like I said, I am willing to do it.
If the opportunity has to arise, you're willing to take that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Michael, would you rather be hated and win the game or loved and lose the game?
Oh God, that's so hard. Because like I've never gotten a win. Like I've never won an org, never won a live game. So like part of me feels like I would rather just win because then like I won. Um so at the end of the day, like I have friends, I have family that care about me. So in this game, like I'd almost rather just have the title. Um as much as I want to say like I'd rather be liked, um I feel like I'd rather just get a win at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned you haven't gotten a win yet.
Yeah.
If now I'm saying you're probably going to win this season, right? So
Absolutely.
let's say, in a reality where you don't win the season, you lose the season. What's going to be the reason why you lost?
So a lot of the time when I play a game, I end up like in the games I make it far in, um, a lot of the time all my allies just kind of get picked off by a bigger group. And I just kind of happen to be the last one left. And I either was securing my safety through competitions, or I just like somehow managed to be the last one. So I'd say it's either because all my allies are gone and I just happen to be the last one left, and they know if I am in the end that I'd win. Um, or yeah, that's typically what happens to me in games. Is I make it decently far, but then fall flat right at the end because I was either not able to save myself at the competition or my allies have been taken out already, and I just don't have another leg to stand on.
Yeah. What's something that you want to accomplish this season?
Um, Honestly, like making the jury, like I know that's probably what a lot of people say, but I've never made a jury in any of my Ascendant seasons that wasn't like everybody makes a jury. So I really just I want to make the jury, and then after that, I want to create bonds with people didn't that I don't know already. I want to have like friendships and allies that I don't already know because I feel like a lot of the time I go into games and I work with the people I know and I really want to step out from that and work with the people that I might not know as well. Maybe people I recognize but haven't got to ever talk to or complete strangers. I think that would be something that I would feel accomplished if I'm able to make brand new relationships in these games and work with those people in the game, despite where I end up finishing. Though jury is definitely something on my mind. I definitely want to at least make jury this season. But
Yeah. Say there's somebody in the game that was the reason for your downfall in season one.
mhm.
Are you looking for revenge, Michael?
I mean, if you put Papa and Nicole in the game, but no, I don't necessarily think I'm looking for revenge. I'm more looking for redemption. Um, I don't, I don't really think that anybody was necessarily in the wrong for taking me out when they did. It was kind of just like the obvious thing to do. Just get me out, move on, next round, very easy. I don't necessarily fault anybody for it. Um, so I'm not really looking for revenge on anybody. I'm more looking for redemption for myself. Because at the end of the day, I also did not make the necessary connections to be put on a team that round. So I want to be able to redeem myself in making those connections to make sure I'm on a team and being picked for things, so that I don't get myself into another situation. I almost like it's not necessarily revenge on another person. It's more revenge on like how I played the game. Like I want to get back at myself, and fix my wrongs, I guess.
Yeah. Michael, is there anything you find interesting that you'd like to talk about before we conclude this preseason interview? Could be anything.
Uh, Goodness, not really. I don't think so. I'm trying to think. No, not really. Other than like after playing Ascendance, I ended up hosting my own live game, 1984 Live. So we're going to be hosting another season at the end of the summer. So by the time you're seeing this video, we will probably have filmed or about to film. So look out for those season 2 episodes. Season 1 episodes. We got most of them out. I got a little busy, but we're getting there. So but yeah, shout out to 1984 Live. Other than that, I don't really have anything else.
Well, awesome. Shout out to 1984 Live.
Absolutely.
I will get the links to go watch that
Absolutely.
from you in your chat. And I'll post them in the description of this video. So whenever you're
Absolutely.
seeing this, you can go and check out 1984 Live, season one and potentially season two at that point.
Yep.
Uh, but Michael, I look forward to your redemption in this season
Yes.
and good luck with the season.
Thank you very much. Hopefully it'll be a while till we speak again.